Welcome back to Your Delaware, a Delaware-focused weekly show. I'm Jen, your Delaware Realtor. I hope everyone had an amazing Thanksgiving. I hope it was absolutely wonderful, filled with family and relaxing and football. I think that's what mine was. So yes, it was actually the first time that Nora could have some real Thanksgiving food. And we very, very, very much enjoyed all of the food and pumpkin pie. Actually, to the point where she still wants pumpkin pie every day, which we have to, get away from that. But I'm so excited because we are finally in the Christmas season officially. Hopefully you had some Black Friday shopping and scored some deals. If you did, let me know. I love Black Friday shopping. It is our tradition to go out. We're not one of those people that go out at 5 a.m. I'm not about that life just because I don't like waking up that early. But we did go out Black Friday shopping. We stopped at the Dover Mall. So if you are interested in seeing Santa at the Dover Mall, I will say that there was absolutely no line. So I feel bad because I feel like the Santa's really bored. He's actually just waiting for kids to come up. So if you are looking for a place that you don't want to sit in a line or anything else like that, Dover Mall might be where it's at. But yes, every year we go and get our family ornament from the Dover Mall. So if the Dover Mall ever were to close, I guess we would have to go to Christiana, but I did hear that Christiana Mall on Black Friday was actually at capacity, which I don't know how many people that is, but I can just imagine with how large that mall is. And there was apparently signs up that said no more people. So that's insane. That's probably, it's got to be how many, we should probably find that out. How many people can actually be at the Christiana Mall at one time before they're over capacity and the fire department basically says, hey, this is not okay, because if there was a fire to happen, we need people to be able to get out of the stores. So, but I mean, hey, that's a good sign. I mean, you got Costco there, you got Target, you got the mall in general, you got Cabela's, you got Marshall's. I mean, there's so many different things that you can go to there. So shout out to Christiana Mall. I mean, that's awesome. Bringing in the business. I can tell you the Dover Mall was not that busy. So if you if you were looking for a place, or you are still currently looking for a place that it doesn't have a lot of people, I would definitely say that might be the place, because I mean, we scored some deals at JCPenney's and Boscov's, and then you have Old Navy and you have Dick's Sporting Goods there. So I mean, there's still things going on. We got our Sabero's pizza we always get on Black Friday. So yeah, definitely. If you scored some deals, I want to hear about them, because honestly, even if I didn't score them, I love hearing about other people scoring deals, especially on Black Friday. All right, so let's get right into it. We have different businesses that are coming to Smyrna and Milford, and Milford is blowing up right now. It's crazy. So we do have some medical facilities that are happening to pop up in Dover and Milford. Okay, so let's get right into it. So we have a new boxing and fitness center in downtown Dover. It is a fitness club that also teaches boxing. Stepped into the ring November 8th at 32 West Lockerman Street, Suite 101 in Dover. So it looks like it's Fears Boxing and Fitness Club. So they just opened in downtown Dover, which that's pretty awesome. So they offer a variety of classes, one-on-one lessons, and family memberships, and Zumba. I love Zumba. All right, so this is nice. So if you are someone that is looking to start boxing, or is it kickboxing too, or is it just boxing? It might be kickboxing. You would have to look to see if they offer that, but it looks like it is boxing for sure. And if you watched the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight, I mean, you're probably maybe you're feeling inspired to start boxing. This would be the perfect place. And then I think I mentioned this last time, but Planet Fitness did just open on 13 in Smyrna. From what I'm being told, it is slightly smaller than Dover's location, but it has things that Dover does not have, like whether it be like different machines. This is what I'm like being told. It has about 12 employees, and there is a new trainer that we working at Planet Fitness in Smyrna and Middletown. Okay, great. And then for those that don't know where this is, it is actually located. So if you know where the Smyrna Diner is, they just put a new Popeyes in, and it's behind the Firestone tire place, like right behind there. It's a brand new building. So super, super excited for that. I went past multiple times this past weekend, and it looked like it didn't look overcrowded. So now granted, I did go past at like 9, but but there were definitely people in there, and it says Planet Fitness had approximately 19.7 million members across their 2,617 centers in all 50 states. Whew. So it says the Smyrna Center is open and staffed from 4 a.m. on Monday through 9 p.m. on Friday. Oh, so this one is actually, is it not 24 hours? Normally they're 24 hours. Oh, you know what? That's what it's saying. I think it's just saying that the staff is there from 4 a.m. to 9 p.m. So after that, there's no staff there. So essentially you kind of let yourself in with your key fob. But okay. So we have a new rehabilitation hospital in Milford. So they celebrated their opening on October 17th. As Delaware continues to expand rehabilitation services. Milford, for some reason, seems to be a very central, I guess it's because it's central. It's a central location. So you have the Bay Health Sussex campus there. You have, which is like a hospital, essentially. You can also, it has a labor and delivery floor there, which is really, really nice. Just make sure that if you are before 36 weeks, unfortunately, they do not have a NICU, so you cannot give birth there. I know that from personal experience, so just a heads up. But they do have an OB there. I know that they have physicians, disease specialists. So yeah. And then it seems like this rehabilitation center, the staff includes physicians, disease specialists, occupational and physical therapists, speech pathologists, and also registered nurses trained in rehabilitation. So that's awesome. I know that that is one of the questions that I often get from clients is, what being as Delaware is a retirement state, it seems like, because of the low property taxes and all of the tax benefits for retirees, their question is like, how is the healthcare system? And when I tell you, I'm not lying and I'm not kidding when I say that I feel like we are adding new services and facilities. It seems like every month, honestly, or it's like every year where we're just seeing an increase in care. So it says we are truly excited to increase access to care in Sussex and Kent counties as we expand our Bay Health Sussex campus, which I can tell you that this is like I said, it's a really nice location and a really nice facility. So it's located right off of Route 1. It is not difficult to get to, and it is centrally located. So there also is a new walk-in medical center, occupational health outpatient rehabilitation center at Bay Health's Blue Hen Center, which is in Dover. So it used to be the Blue Hen Mall. And so let me tell you where this one is. So this is located right off of 13, right across the street from Buffalo Wild Wings and the Club Fitness, in Dover. It's literally right down the street from Target in Dover. So once again, very, very easy to get to. It's located off of Route 1 and 13. So you could, if you need to get on Route 1 to go to this one, it's actually right there. So it says the first phase started in June when several Bay Health Medical Group practices, including primary care, endocrinology with diabetes management services, opened at the new site. So there is a new walk-in. So it is open 7 days a week, Monday to Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So it says the center provides full spectrum care to all ages from minor illnesses and injuries to help you and your family get quick treatment without an appointment, which is really nice. Like, so if you don't want to go to any of our ER centers, which we have satellite locations throughout Delaware, we have a lot of walk-ins that are popping up. This in particular is Bay Health. If you go to the urgent care, I believe that is Christiana Care. So yeah, different options. And it does say that their services include x-rays, which is really nice because I can tell you from experience, you're going to think I'm like, I fall all the time. I can tell you from experience that going to the urgent care, some of them do not have x-ray machines and you may have to go to a different location because your girl tends to fall on the holidays. I don't know why. I put myself in a bubble for Thanksgiving this year. So all right. So another new business that just popped up in Long Neck, which this is super, like, I think this is awesome. So essentially it's called Blank Canvas. Or is it called Canvas? I'm sorry. It's called Canvas. And so essentially they are event planners and decorating planners, and they just recently launched out of Long Neck. So it says, we are ready to make your event a masterpiece. So this would have came in really handy for Nora's first birthday because I, in my mind, had this picture of what I wanted. But then when I actually got into it, I was like, I think I'm a little in over my head. And then I thought to myself, like, is she really going to remember this? No, she isn't, but it will be a memory for me. But essentially what it says is each event is special and each event matters. Birthday parties matter, which I agree with. I love making events pretty. I think ultimately that is what the problem is for me, is sometimes I get stuck in like perfectionism and like wanting each thing to be so pretty. And then I get like bummed when it's not, but that's a me problem. But like they can take care of this for me. So essentially the reason they're calling it Canvas is because each and every space is like a blank canvas. So it says the client does not have to have all answers up front. They have a strong work ethic and they are good listeners. And so if you don't have a vision, it's okay because they can create one, and they're going to have a plan A and a plan B, which is really nice because sometimes, I'm sure everyone has experienced this. When you're planning something, not everything goes to plan, whether it be a wedding or a birthday party or an event or a corporate event. I mean, there's so many different things. So, so basically, okay, so basically it says for her, it started at the end of her teaching career. And then she also has interior decorating before that she met her business partner at church. So as the friendship developed, the idea of starting a decorating business didn't seem so far-fetched. It says, where one had some experience with a certain type of gathering, the other would have a different skill set. Okay, this is great. So if you would like to hire them, it says there is not a job too big or too small. There is a one-of-a-kind event that's just too complex. Oh, there is so unfortunately they do not do weddings. Sorry, I apologize. I said that, didn't I? So it seems like it is just more of like their corporate events, like holiday events. It says they also specialize in commercial and residential interior decorating, from coffee shops and restaurants to customized home and office decor for holidays and seasonal looks. So whether it be your corporate event for your holiday, or you are looking for something for your personal business, or your residential home, or a birthday party, that's what they can handle. It does not look like they are in the wedding area right now, which honestly, like, we have a lot of people that decorate for weddings. So this would be perfect for birthday parties or corporate events, or even like just your home. Like if you're hosting this year, you might want to reach out to them. Maybe they can make your home look even more spectacular than it already is. So that's super exciting. And I really like the business name, like Canvas, like, because I agree. Everything is a blank canvas, and you can make everything your own. All right. So moving on. Dogfish Head collaborates with Lloyd's Market in Lewis for a Wonder Roast inspired beer. I have no idea. Okay, so this is different. I don't know how this would taste. Okay, so a collaboration between Dogfish Head and Lloyd's Market in Lewis features a nationally loved rotisserie chicken. This isn't a beer, right? Like, oh no, it's a beer. Okay. All right. Lloyd's Market, for those unfamiliar with downtown Lewis, is a tiny independent grocery store on Savannah Road that has been around since the 1970s. Dogfish, which if you know Delaware, you should have heard of Dogfish, which is in Milton, has made, so the founders, Sam and Mariah, have lived in Lewis nearly 30 years and have made many trips to Lloyd's Market, where over 1 million Wonder Roast chickens have been sold. I don't know how this is going to taste. It's a stout. So, it says the best part of owning a small town family run grocery store for over 50 years is seeing locals supporting locals. So they came up with this wild idea out of the blue for an off-centered beer collaboration, which if you do know Dogfish, they are definitely all about off-centered collaborations, off-centered just beers in general, spirits, and beer with chicken seasoning. Who would have thought? And that is how Wonder Roasty Stout was born. I probably am not saying that correctly. I'm just going to give you a heads up, but I think that's how you say it. So it is, I don't know how this is going to taste. So it is a semi-sweet, robust stout infused with the spices and herbs that season the Wonder Roast chicken. So they said it's brewed with sweet and smoked paprika, rosemary, black garlic, sea salt, black pepper, and sugar. It says it's 5% ABV and it will be released on Friday, December 6th and available on draft at Dogfish in Rehoboth. In both on, it says, on draft and also in cans. And you can get them next door at the beer store. Like I said, I don't know how this is going to taste. I would let someone else taste it first. And then like my husband is a stout person. So like, I'll let him taste it first before I'm not really a stout person. But for those that are, like, definitely try this out. So that's pretty fun. It does say the release is part of Dogfish Head Brewing and Eats annual Christmas tree lighting event, which features a holiday vendor market, live music, and a winter coat drive and more. So that's fun. I don't know how that's going to taste. That's for me. It might be a no-go for me. But I mean, I'm willing to try it once, maybe just a small sip. But I would definitely probably just get the 4-pack or probably just get one beer that we could split because I don't know if I would be able to drink all 4. But I do love Dogfish and I love their pumpkin beer. So I don't know, maybe, like I said, I'm willing to try it, maybe in a flight. All right. So speaking of Christmas, these Delaware restaurants are open on Christmas Day. I know some people, they just don't want to cook. And I get that. Like I hear a lot of times that people make lasagna for Christmas dinner because it's one of those things that you can throw in the crock pot and it can like simmer and cook all day. And you don't have to worry about, Christmas Day dinner because honestly, a lot of times I just want to stay in my PJs all day, my Christmas PJs all day. And I don't want to cook. So we might be making a lasagna. But for those that are looking for a fine dining restaurant open on Christmas Day, you can make reservations right now. So only a few fine dining restaurants will be serving meals on Monday, December 25th, and tables are quickly being snatched up. So what is open? Because it usually is just mainly Asian restaurants that open on Christmas Day, but here are some options. So 1906 restaurant at Longwood Gardens in Kennett Square. I know that is a drive, but a lot of people do make it's not a very long drive. A lot of people do make reservations for Longwood Gardens. I know the tickets sell out. Like I want to say tickets sell out like September, if not like like October for Longwood Gardens. I see it all over social media. So the menu can be viewed at longwoodgardens.org/1906 dining room menu. And it says they checked and some reservations still remain on Christmas Day. It says Longwood does not allow large groups to book multiple reservations. So if you have a group larger than 10, you need to email them to see what's available. And it says the restaurant is open daily from 11 a.m. to 8:30. Le Cavier at the Green Room, which is Hotel DuPont, will be open. And it says there's a 3-course menu and it is $75 per person. Gratuity is not included. So they will be open. Rosenfeld's Jewish Deli. I know they are on Coastal Highway in Rehoboth. They will be open from 8:30 to 4:30. Sullivan's Steakhouse on Concord Pike is open Christmas Day from noon to 8 p.m. Victoria's Restaurant at the Boardwalk Plaza in Rehoboth. It says they have a certain menu. It's $59.95 for adults, $29.95 for children 5 to 12, and $19.95 for children younger than 5, which includes ham, prime rib, crab cakes, side dishes, in a family style with desserts, which includes banana pudding. Yum. And then Waffle House locations are all open on Christmas Day. And then it says more places to consider. Bear Diner, which they're going to be open from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Brandywine Diner says they have regular hours. Concord Diner, Harpoon Hannah's, which is in Fenwick Island. We have Marsh Road Diner, which is Marsh Road near Penny Hill, open 24 hours. We have the Purple Parrot, which will be open from noon to 8 p.m. And then we have Route 40 Diner in the White Clay Shopping Center in Bear. And I think that rounds up the list. So a lot of diners, as well as Harpoon Hannah's and the Purple Parrot. So if you are looking for somewhere to go on Christmas Day, if you do not want to cook, this might be a great option for you. And like I said, I don't like to cook either on, on Christmas Day. All right. So I know that this has been very popular in the past. So Delaware State Park passes went on sale Tuesday, December 3rd, and they can be purchased at any state park or the Denrex Dover campus. It says the annual park pass costs $35 for Delaware residents and $70 for non-residents, while the surf fishing permit fee for Delawareans is $90 and $180 for out-of-staters. So if you are planning on going to the drive-on beach locations, especially in the summer, you will need a surf fishing permit fee, and that, like I said, Delawareans, it's $90. For out-of-staters, it is $180. I know that they have changed this multiple times. They do what's like a reservation, which is for the drive on beach for the summer. So especially for like the popular holidays like 4th of July weekend, Memorial Day weekend, Labor Day weekend. So you kind of have to make like a reservation, and you have to be actively surf fishing in order to go onto the drive on beach. And I know that they definitely are checking. They've cracked down on that a lot. So you actively have to have like a fishing rod out and make sure it has bait on it, and make sure that you are actually actively fishing to go to the drive on beach. So don't get caught, because I do believe that there is a fine. But if you were just looking for an annual park pass, which is to go to any of the Delaware state parks, whether it be Lum's Pond, Trap Pond, Cape Penelope, there's so many different places. That is $35, but that does not include the surf fishing permit. So it used to be that there was only like a certain amount of surf fishing permits. Now they have changed it, and it's just like a reservation type of thing, which I don't know if that's better or not, but I know there has been a lot of controversy essentially over the state parks, the surfing permit, whether it be that the Delawareans essentially would like first dibs at it instead of out-of-staters. I mean, there's definitely different things that have transpired from the drive on beach. All right, so like I said, we are in holiday season. So I have created a list of Christmas lights. So like I tried to hit basically the entire state of like different places, whether it be like people like Shelbyville type of thing, where that's down in Lewis, or like, I actually need to figure out what this is actually called, but Top of the Hill Apartments is right across the street from it in Wilmington. And like they do an insane display, and it's a family, and it's right there. And I have to figure out who the family is called, but they do a nice like display. So I have written down essentially like Delaware Park's doing like a whole display. Dover Downs is doing a whole display. Dover Downs, you do have to pay $35 per vehicle to drive through. Delaware Park is free, but I've made a whole list of Christmas lights and where to check them out. And there is a link down below in the description, and the list will be sent right to your email. And then I also have a list of holiday happenings, which is included in that link as well. So there's a holiday happenings, and then there's also Christmas lights. I tried to like make one big list so that if you are looking for something to do with the kids, I tried to break it down by date. So whether that be like breakfast with Santas or Christmas lights or holiday gatherings or anything else like that, I tried to include everything. And yes, there is an extensive list in the description. So if you are interested in that, if you are looking for something to do this holiday season, I know some things have already passed, like the Rehoboth Beach Christmas parade, the Millsboro Christmas parade, but there are definitely different things, whether you're looking to go to see the Nutcracker at Dover High, or the craft fair. Or, I mean, like, I'm trying to think what else I included in here. The Camden, Wyoming Christmas parade, which is actually going to be December 7th. Let's see. We have the town of Smyrna is going to be hosting a Caroling of the Square event, December 8th. So, I mean, like I tried to include as much as I could, and like the Christmas lights and, like I said, holiday happenings, so that you could see all month long what's going on in Delaware and things to do in Delaware. I'm very excited about that. It took me a very long time, but I tried to make sure that I didn't leave anyone out. And if I did leave someone else, please let me know. Please send me an email, comment down below, let me know, because I will definitely add them to the list and make sure that I send out a second email so that you don't miss anything, essentially. So very, very excited. Breakfast with Santas are happening, I feel like, all over the state with the volunteer firefighter house, like firehouses. So yeah, so definitely check them all out, support local as much as you can. If you are like looking for other things to do outside of the state, like I said, Longwood Gardens is always a good place. I don't know if you can still get tickets. That's in Kennett Square. I don't know if you can still get tickets, but you might be able to. And I know Ocean City also does have lights. I believe it's off of 54. I'm not really for sure on that, but yeah. I mean, there's definitely like local happenings to do that aren't in Delaware as well. I mean, it is the Christmas time, right? All right. So I really hope this video helped. If it did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. If there is a specific question that you have about Delaware, or there is a specific area that you are interested in, please let me know so that I can make a video for you and hone in on that particular location. If you are looking to buy or sell in Delaware, I would absolutely love the opportunity to help you. So my information is down below in the description, or you can send me an email, or we can set up a Zoom meeting or a phone call, whichever is easier for you. Once again, I really hope that this video helped. If it did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Happy holidays. Make sure that you enjoy this Christmas season, and I will see you on next week's episode. Hey, if you were thinking about moving to Delaware, you should definitely check out this video right here. And if you would love to tour Delaware new construction homes with me, check out this playlist right here. And don't forget, subscribe to my channel.